Are all your customers happy after you've moved their documents to SharePoint and OneDrive?
So the big question is this: how do you become the cloud expert in your area without having to make any investments in hardware and software? Who provides customers with a secure cloud foundation? How do you start in a way that lets you offer your products and services and start making money straight from the beginning? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. My name is Marcel Martens, and welcome to Cloud Secrets.
Warning: the following is a message for every entrepreneur who wants to generate recurring revenue with a suite of services, but can't seem to figure out to end up with customers for life. And by that I mean that they eventually leave because the product or service doesn't provide what they expect it to. So I'm Marcel Martens, and welcome back to the Cloud Secrets Show. And today, we're going to talk about how we manage to end up with happy customers, or customers being happy after we move their data or documents to the cloud. And then we don't use SharePoint and OneDrive as you might have expected. In this episode, at the end, I will tell you how to get all the steps of my success formula, my MIT method, that has made me a fortune the last 2 years. It made me debt-free. It made me do the things that I want to do. It made me run my business in 3 days a week. It gave me financial freedom. And more importantly, every customer that we move or migrate to the Always Safe in Business package is a happy customer. They can do more than before, and we met expectation or exceed expectation, and by exceeding expectations, you get up ending with customers for life. So that's my main focus, and it's always been. I've been an entrepreneur for like 12 years now, 11, 12 years, and I still can count all the customers we lost on one hand. So there's something there we're doing right, because otherwise I would have left, So let me tell you the story of a customer, and that was, somewhere mid 2016, early 17. Yeah, early 17, I think. The request for Office 365 was, raising pretty big. A lot of customers, a lot of businesses here were talking about moving stuff to Office 365, and it kept even going bigger and bigger and bigger. And as I told in a few podcasts back, they've got over like 60 million users right now, active users on the Office 365 platform. So it's still, it's expanded like amazingly fast. And at that time, that customer wanted to move everything to Office 365. We recommended them to only move his email and start using, of course, the Office suite, but be a little careful with moving the data there. And eventually we spent up like, way too much hours in moving the data to SharePoint. For him, it wasn't possible to look at his data on his phone or on his tablet. It was all complicated. As you know, probably you've got to sign in every day. You you get some errors once in a while. It's not particularly fast. You've got to wait a long time to open your documents, and not the small 20 KB Word documents. But if you are working with serious documents like 20 megabytes or whatever, I can tell you it's not that fast. And the user experience is, it's all that counts, because if the user gets frustrated by using a system, any system is a tool. It's not a purpose on its own. So Office 365 or SharePoint or whatever, it's a tool to do to use for somebody to deliver what he sells or what he needs to do. And eventually I ended up, we talked about problems several times. I sent engineers to fix it. We even opened some support tickets with Microsoft, but at the end there was really nothing we could do. and we use backup software. Maybe we use the wrong one. I don't care. But it didn't even finish. You know, we were trying to back up all the data from Office 365 to our data center, and it never ever completed. You know, it was running, and then it was stuck for 15 days, and we canceled the job and restarted the job. And I don't know, we don't have it with the way that we do it now. And when you look at other file storage solutions out there in the cloud, take Dropbox. Dropbox works great. It syncs nice, it's user friendly, but it doesn't give you the opportunity or the ability to set an authorization levels. So, for example, the business owner needs to be able to see and edit all files, but the sales department only needs the sales files, and the purchase department only needs the purchase files, and the support department only needs access to the support department files. And Dropbox doesn't have a solution for that. Neither does ShareFile. Neither does what's the other one? Nomadesk. You got several of those, and that is what the number one problem we solve with the Always Safe in Business suite that we sell through one of our company's MIT services. And well, one of my personal goals is to make the world a safer place, especially online. And for that, why I created the Always Safe in Business suite in 2017. Back in the day, we're pretty much in trouble. I've made some bad investments in hardware that didn't work as fast as it should be. So we invested serious amounts of money, and we expected it to be up and running in August. And in December we were still having issues and a lot of customer complaints, and so can imagine what that costs at that time, because we weren't focusing on new business. If I think back, I'm glad I'm out of it. So at that point, there was a point that we were almost bankrupt. I was living on my parents' pockets. They paid my mortgage, they paid my groceries, they paid my insurance, they paid for the whole family. I've got a wife, I've got 3 kids who need food and want to go to sports and all that kind of stuff. But I was glad I could buy our groceries, that I could put food on the table, and the rest didn't matter because there was no money. And luckily, I went to my dad and explained the whole story I was pretty embarrassed, to be honest, because I, as a man, couldn't provide for my own family. And how sorry is that? I don't even want to think back of that. I don't want that to happen to anybody, So my wife, and it was in December 2017, and we were both way in the mud, lots of debt, things that the office weren't running smoothly. We had wrong employees who didn't do the things that they needed to do. So on all fronts, it was almost worthless, I was literally thinking in the evening, sitting behind my laptop and try to make money. And I was thinking, why again did I start my own business? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Can I stop? Can I quit? Can I sell the company? But no, we were deep down in the red, so I could sell it, but nobody would pay for it, I didn't have a job besides my company, so if I stopped with the company, there was no money at all. So there was not really a way out, an easy way out, and that's where the biggest growth happened, because then you need to go through it, and when you go through it, you always come up better at the end, or come out better. In December 2017, my wife asked me, "Okay, honey, I love you very much, but it is not sustainable, if we can't continue this living on your parents' pockets. It's insane. So what is it that we can do, and what is it?" And that's the biggest and the most important question she asked me. what is it that every business needs? And that's when my epiphany came. Every business as a foundation when looking to IT, and they all need to have email hosting. They all need, well, especially here in Europe, they're pretty fond of using the Office suite, so they like Word, Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, etc. Secondly, and that's what the most important part is, they need to have an online file system, an online file solution, where they can easily tell who can do what, so who can see what data, who can edit what data. It needs to be available on all devices, so Windows, Mac, laptops, PCs, tablets, smartphones, whatever you're using. The third one is that they need to have insurance or a proper backup, so that when something does go wrong or somebody makes a mistake by deleting wrong files or whatever, that they are insured with a proper backup, so that they can always restore their data that went missing, corrupt, deleted, whatever. And last but not least, they want their systems to be secure. And secure, I mean in antivirus and firewalling, maybe even two-factor authentication. Those 4 components, so Office 365 for the email hosting and the Office suite, the online file solution, the backup online, and the security solution, those 4 components make up the Always Safe in Business suite. And by that, we supply any company, small, medium or large, with a foundation, IT foundation of cloud services, and that they, well, can get started with. And from there we take a look at if they need other hosting, or I don't know, we've got customers that got more servers running than workstations. So there's always a business need, and we tend to provide the right solution for that business on top of the foundation. So long story about one customer that was unhappy about Office 365 and was especially not happy that we back in the day moved his data to SharePoint on his, well, it was pressing pretty hard to us to move his data there while we advise otherwise, but he was also the last one, so I've done it. I didn't use SharePoint for like over 3 or 4 years now, and probably never will. But that method that we've developed in the end of 2017, early 2018, that has gave me the possibility to be debt-free within 2 years, made me a fortune. I can run my business in 3 days a week. Our employees are literally doing what they should be doing. They know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and that we end up with, well, satisfied customers who are customers for life. So, do you want to save time, money, and frustrations? And are you ready to take this to the next level? And for those who apply this week, I will share all these steps of my success formula. And if you want these, as I said, they make me a fortune. Go to cloud-secrets.com/cloudmind. Again, that is cloud-secrets.com/cloudmind. And you can apply there. And the ones that apply this week will receive the exact steps to generate lots and lots of monthly recurring revenue like I did. If you like this, please rate and subscribe on iTunes. Leave any comments if you got any questions. And I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye. Marcel Martens.
If you're just starting out, you're probably studying a lot. That's good. You're probably geeking out on all the strategies also, right? That's also good. But the hardest part is figuring out what the market wants to buy and how you can implement it in a way that always gives you the same result, right? That's what I struggled with for a while, until I learned the formula. So I created a special mastermind called CloudMind to get you on track with the right services. More importantly, the right tools to migrate your customers in a way that guarantees success every single time. Wanna come? There are small groups on purpose, so I can answer your direct questions in person. You can hold your spot by going to cloud-secrets.com/cloudmind. Again, that's cloud-secrets.com/cloudmind.